Guys, welcome back. I got a fire rocking in the wood stove, so we're gonna let that heat up a little bit, and then I'm gonna back the side-by-side into the garage here. We have a tire that's had a really slow leak for a while. You need to pump it up about once a day. So needless to say, that's starting to get a little old. I'd rather just try to fix it here and now. I got a couple hours, so I'm gonna let this wood stove heat up, back the side-by-side in. I've used the repair kits a few times on other tires, so as long as it's leaking because there's a hole in the tire, you know, like a nail or a thorn or something like that stuck in the tire, I'm pretty confident it'll be a pretty easy fix. But you know, we'll have to find out, so I'm gonna let this get warmed up, and then first order of business will be trying to find out if we can see if the tire's been punctured somewhere and where that is. Well guys, this is the tire that keeps going flat on me. I think I can hear the leak right now. You might even be able to hear that on the camera. But anyways, if you can, I can definitely hear it. My first thought was just to do it right on here. I've done that before, but for all the effort it'll take just to pop the tire off, I might just do that and do it up on the workbench there. I should have known this was going to be a little light for getting these lug nuts off, but luckily I had this big bar on hand, so that should make easy work of it. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even know there was a plug in this tire before, but that is an old plug and it is now leaking. So I've never actually tried putting a new plug back in where the old one is. So because I'm not an expert on this topic, I might go just quickly look up online what the recommendations for that are, like if you can drill it back or plug the same hole back up again. Well, after doing a quick bit of research, the advice I found was probably what you'd expect. Everything from absolutely never use a tire repair kit to, oh yeah, it'll work for sure. So I'm basically left just to make up my own mind. I think it's just an ATV for around the farm. I don't have much to lose. I'm gonna just try doing this. If it was my, vehicle you drive on the road or something, I don't think I'd ever try repatching the same hole again, but this patch has obviously lasted for quite a while, so hey, if I can get her patched up again and it lasts for however long, I'd say that's a win. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Just try her out, see what happens, and hopefully I can get it plugged up again. So in case I didn't get you in close enough last time, you can probably see it's right on that side of the plug where it's little tiny leak. So I think I'm just gonna try putting the new plug right in where those bubbles are coming out, right where the hole is. If it pushes this old plug in with it, so be it. If not, I'm not gonna disturb the rest of it, and I'm gonna see how that works. So here's the kit that I'm using. It's I think Victor tubeless tire repair refills. We've also had these are the tools. This is for reaming out the hole, and this is for putting the new plug in. So we've had these forever, so I'm not even sure if they're from the same company or not. I'm sure there's tons of different companies that you can get this exact same thing from, but that's the one that we have here on hand, so that's the one that I'm going to use. So first step, you take this and you just put a rate in where the leak's coming from. And I know that you've got to use a lot of force to get that hole reamed out. Okay. There, I was kind of hoping that the whole thing would go right out. I think that will give me a lot better idea if this new one's going to hold or not. Here's the plug. You just center it on this tool, pull it through like that. Then you just shove it right into the hole that you just made. I think the instructions say you put it in 2/3 of the way, and then you just pull it straight out in a rapid motion. So I'm gonna try that. The other thing that I'm gonna throw on here is some of this solvent cement. It doesn't say anything about using it, but we've found in the past that if you throw some of that on here, it just ends up holding a lot better. And since this one's a repatch, I want to try to do everything I can to get that plugged up real good. So here's where the old hole is. So I'm actually gonna get you guys in here closer. You just shove that right in there. About like that, pull her out. That should be all there is to it. Obviously, I'm a little nervous with how big the last hole is, but all I can really do is fill this up with air and see what happens. Well, I think we're good. That doesn't mean it's gonna hold forever, but this is what I call a farmer's fix. It's not, this thing ain't gonna be coming off the farm anytime soon, so I'm not too worried about it. See how long she holds. That's all there is to it. Just thought maybe there's some people out there that have never done that before, and that was really easy, and that was a big hole too. So, you know, just like little nail holes and stuff, these usually hold for a long, long time. Well guys, I've had this sitting here for a while, and so far so good. There's no air coming through whatsoever. So one of the last steps I'm gonna do, you just take a sharp knife and just cut the tags off, but make sure you don't cut them like right down flush with the hole that you just poked through. Leave the tags sticking out a bit like that. And then that's about it. I'm gonna go put it on the side by side here, get a bunch of weight on it and see if she's still holding then. And if it is, I'll be pretty confident to go ripping on her. Alright guys, I got all the weight of the side by side on it and it still seems to be holding, so only thing to do now is go test her out. But like I was saying before, this is kind of like a fix just for around the farm. I wouldn't, I have patched, you know, like little tiny holes in, like nail holes and stuff in trailer and truck tires before, but it's definitely not a permanent fix. And I've definitely never tried patching a hole that big before, but it seems to be holding now. And this is the perfect kind of thing to test something like that out on, because like I was saying before, this never comes off the property, so even if it goes flat again, no big deal. And I'm not really a daredevil, so I'm never really going at maximum speed or anything like that. So I'm glad that worked. Saves a bunch of money getting new tires for sure. Nothing saying it's gonna hold for very long, but hopefully it does. And anyways, I know that was kind of like a short little video, but I thought I'd just document doing that in case, you know, there's someone that hasn't done that before. It is actually quite easy to do. And if it's something like this, or, you know, even if you've got a little wagon or trailer around your property that you don't really care about and don't want to buy new tires for, that's one way you can get them patched up. But anyways, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks a lot for watching this one, and I'll see you again.